the melody.
One of the key things you really need to identify is to understand that relationships are about relatedness. It's how there is this old axiom that says opposite attracts. Now that is only true when it comes to temperament. Everything else doesn't work. Similarity attracts. If you get married to somebody whom you don't share the same values, the same goals, the same aspiration in life, the same direction in life, you will never be happy. If at all that marriage will stand. You must have some values that you share together. Values are principles to live by. A principle is a fundamental law. A law is a philosophy or ideology of how something functions. So you need to understand those things and find out, do we agree in terms of values? What kind of things you really need to look at? Number one, can you agree on spirituality? Number one, where we can go to church. What mode of worship? Do we agree on that? Can we agree on that? Can we agree on how money is earned and how it is spent? Can we agree on how many children we need to have and how they need to be raised? If you don't agree on those values, that is a red flag for you that you need to be aware of even before you say, yes, I do. Let me give you two things about the mistakes that women do when it comes to dealing with men. One, never, ever as a woman beg for love from a man. Never, never. Never cheapen yourself. Please. And you're holding onto his ankles. If he wants to leave, walk him to the door. Give him a map. Let him go. The paradox is that the same thing I say that men are looking for women who are honest, women are also asking themselves, can I find an honest man? Really? Is there an honest man somewhere? Do they even exist? And so they hook up with the wrong man. Before you realize that he is not an honest man, you are already hurt. And this man has taken years and years, even decades, and at the same time preventing the Mr. Right guy from coming to you. And your heart, never beg for love. When a man decides that you are the prize woman, he will do anything for you. I would fly from Uganda to come and meet with my wife in Mombasa, in Nairobi, because that time she was in Mombasa. And I would be working sometimes outside of the country. And we'll be having a conversation, and I say, do you think you can come to Nairobi? We meet in Nairobi. Because I don't think I'll get a flight to come to Mombasa. And if she does, I said, I'm on the next flight. A man will go at any length. Don't beg for love. Never do that. Number two, I already said it earlier. Don't try to impress a man by your looks, by exposing a lot of meat and flesh. Don't try to do that, because now you spoil the men. No, understand. Anytime a woman tries to throw herself to a man, do you know what happens? A man goes back, takes a step backward. And you know what you women do when you really, when a woman likes a man, naturally she wants to sort of audition for him. That's what happens. And this is what you should never do. Never go on auditions for men when you meet a cute guy. Don't do that. Because the moment you do that, you try to impress the man, guess what happens? The man takes one step backward. You keep impressing. He keeps going backward. Before you know it, the man is running. And you start chasing. By the way, every time you chase something, it is always running away. And that is a powerful revelation, free of charge. If you're chasing a man as a woman, he's not the right guy for you. He's not. It's already clear he's not. Why is he running away? So don't chase him. Don't try to audition for them. Don't try to do that. Let me finish by saying this. I said the criteria number one is selection. Selection of mate is the determining thing. It's top on that list. The kind of person you select. Second is connection. And third, and this is what I want to close with, is for you to get married, you have to be single. You know, you are looking at me telling me, but we are single. Not all of you are single right now. Not all of you. And you will never get married until you become single. People think that being single is a bad thing. No. Did you know that you can be married and still be lonely? There are some single people who think that marriage is what gives them the opportunity to be happy. If you are not happy, and with yourself, yes, you will get married to somebody else who is not happy with themselves. Guess what? That will not create happiness. It will just be compounded. There will be two people married, but they are unhappy. If you are happy as a single person, only get married to somebody who is going to add to your own happiness because they are happy with themselves first. Must be single. Let me go in deeper, a little deeper, so that you know that I am also a pastor. When God created a woman, He created a woman totally different from a man. Of course, you know that morphologically, right? There is nowhere in a woman from her physique that is meant to give. Everything about a woman is to receive. If you look at a man, the way God created man, He created man as a being that is supposed to give. And a woman, when a woman is born, she is born with her, what do I call it? I'm trying to look for a church word. Do I just say it? She is born with her childbearing section of her body covered up with the thin film of blood called hymen. And the doctors for many years have been researching on why that is so, and they discover that there is nothing really, that this thin fold of skin full of blood veins, there is nothing else, it's just a mesh network of blood veins. They don't have any explanation why that is the case. I believe it has something else. Marriage represents two things. When you're married to somebody, number one, you are saying, I am going to be with you for life. And number two, I am going to be with you until death. And blood represents two things, life and death. That means as a woman, you are supposed to sing to the day you will break a covenant with a man who break that film of blood, and the blood will gush out the first time when you enter into a marriage covenant of life until